We're in the central part of the city, so-called District 2. The city is made up of 7 very different regions, and each one is a truly individual environment that introduces new parkour moves, enemies, and gameplay mechanics.
Aiden!
What, are you not going?
There's a lot of them down there. Things will get fucked up at the castle, I guarantee it. You got a plan B?
I'll improvise.
What if he improvises?
It'll work out.
You so sure about that?
Frank!
Fuck! Knew it!
Weapon modding makes a comeback in Dying Light 2. We have a modded weapon, so now, let's find a good moment to use it.
You're as good as dead. I'm taking you out.
Stay with me, Frank. You get after those fuckers. I'll look after him.
What happened?
What happened? Those fucking renegades shot him. Where were you? Aiden. Hold still. Hey, Aiden. Catch that truck, or you would never get onto that alley.
The first choice, chase the truck or stay with Frank.
Just keep him alive.
Stay in contact. Now run! Damn it! Run!
Hold on, Frank.
Okay, let's chase the truck and see what consequences that brings. The truck is gone, but this tall building looks like a great vantage point. We should use it. As you can see, life is booming on the rooftops, and this is something you can change by your actions and decisions.
Hey, have you found the truck yet?
Not yet. Matt?
Can you see the truck?
Looking. How's Frank?
Can't find the doctor. But don't think about that now. I'm on it.
That's the Renegade's truck.
I have it. I'll get them for this, Matt.
Just keep your cool, kid. Remember, what matters is the water.
This calls for something special.
Oh, shit.
In Dying Light 2, we have doubled the number of parkour moves, so let's use some of them now.
We're working here. Look out!
We're deep inside a dark zone. Let's run away quickly because the infection will kill us. UV flashlight, very strong, but needs to be aimed.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Our stamina level seems to be too low to open it. Infection progresses. Our biomarker is turning red. Another way to use UV light is the UV flare. It covers a big area, but lasts only for a few seconds.
Matt! Come on, Matt, I lost it, Matt!
Wait. We've got a vision. Confirmed. They're heading onto the viaduct now.
Which viaduct?
Over the track.
Okay, on my way.
Be careful, Abe. The Colonel, he's a psycho. He doesn't mess around.
Neither do I.
Leave me alone!
Take me to the castle.
Are you nuts?
Just drive.
I was doing nothing, man. Just chilling. And bam, suddenly everyone's clawing at each other like fucking rats. You mind? Can't handle this sober. So much to see a gun, I shit myself. It's like a disability, you know? This one time I saw this guy knife two dudes in the metro, straight up stabbed them, then pulled out a grenade.
How much longer?
It was a fucking grenade, man. I thought it was dead.
Why did you shoot Frank?
I didn't shoot nobody. Must have been some kind of fuck up, man. Was he your friend? Of course he fucking was. You gonna kill me?
Steve, pick up your fucking stoner.
Say everything is fine.
I'm here, you bitches. Where the hell you been, right?
You coming in?
Yeah, he's on his. I mean, everything's fine.
Just don't screw up the code, and someone will finally get to shoot you.
Guys, I love you.
Get a bigger ass clown for this.
What is the code?
3 horns. No. No. 3 horns.
You better get it right.
So this is where the Colonel resides. It seems we're entering the heart of darkness. So just to recap, the city is out of drinking water and people believe only the Colonel can solve this. We tried to talk with his emissaries, but something went wrong. It's time to talk to this guy in person. The fate of the city is in our hands now.
What's wrong?
Fuck! Guys! 3 short ones!
What is wrong?
Good thing we didn't kill Steve. Without him, and the code, getting in would be much more difficult.
They're gonna kill me!
Steve.
I have to raise the alarm!
Don't even try, or I'll come back for you.
They say it's I say patience. They will let.
Came into this with my sister. She was to have a baby. Girl. Huge belly. Someone wanted to that for her. Doing up with something. So I came. Studying is less important than a child. My sister moved here from a small town. Probably from. Then she's in the hospital.
I'm on the island. What's with the butcher thing? All I see is regular people. Huh. Yeah, I should talk to the colonel.
The time for talk is over. Frank's dead. You there? Hey.
Our friend, Frank, is dead. If we had chosen to stay with him, perhaps this story would look differently. But now, this raises the stakes for all of this.
Upstairs, the roof! Oh, yeah. Grab him!
hiding?
Gonna slam you.
Okay, this looks like the Colonel's place. Let's pay the guy a visit.
Where is he? Where's the Colonel?
She's afraid of you. Play, Anna. There's nothing to fear. So you've come to kill me, have you?
I've come to turn on the pumps.
I won't let you do that. Where's Frank?
Well, he's dead.
Dead? How?
Your man shot him.
Wait, Sam. You saw it happen? You saw my man shoot?
Oh, Matt did.
Matt? I sent 5 men. Where are they?
Hey, what's happening?
Look, we can count bodies later. The city's waiting for water.
Stop! Water? You can't turn on the water from here. They played us, don't you understand?
Don't listen to him. Turn on the pump.
You do know what he wants, right? He wants you to kill me, open the doors and let his butchers in. You want water for the city? I know how to get it, but you've got to trust me.
For fuck's sake, he killed Frank.
The Colonel looks like he knows what he's talking about, but can we trust him? On the other hand, we really need that drinking water, and we need it today.
I'm turning on those pumps.
What a pity.
This is another new Dying Light tool, the Scorpio. It's a devastating ranged weapon that basically one-shots your enemies.
You are as good as dead. Try this motherfucker!
The grappling hook can also be used during combat and combined with other moves.
I'll crush your fucking skull!
Hey, talk to me.
I'm alive, but the Colonel's getting away.
Fuck him. The water's what matters.
I'm turning on the pumps.
Each pump should have its own valve. Find it.
There's a problem.
What's that? Repeat.
The alarm went off. The pumps stopped. What's going on, Matt?
It's just an old piece of junk. Find the control room and turn on the main valve before the whole thing falls apart.
I'll find it. Stay on the radio. Okay, I'm in the control room.
Good. The main valve should be somewhere there. Frank would be proud of you.
Dying Light 2 gives you the power to make choices that have massive consequences for the whole city, the sandbox space of our game. Turning on the pumps reveals a huge open-world region for you to explore, with new mechanics, quests, and things to find. It also changes the direction of the narrative. The Colonel was right. There really was a plot against him. But only he knew the area was flooded for a reason.
So there's so many questions. Like I asked Twitter, I was like, hey guys, what do you guys want to know? And I just got bombarded. And I just want to let you guys know right out of the gate, there's a lot of stuff that is going to be surprise. Okay?
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff that we can't touch on, but one of my favorite things in the game is the weapon system, the weapon crafting and stuff. Is there, like, I'm sure there's going to be, that's going to be in the game, but can you tell us if there's going to be like some new stuff? Or?
Well, there'll be a lot of new weapons in
Okay.
the game. For sure, the weapon crafting will be a bit reworked because we changed the combat in Dying Light 2 into the way it's more tactical, the way it's more giving you more satisfaction in certain bits, certain moments. So the weapon crafting fills the gap, and it creates a lot of emergent situations that create those satisfaction moments. Yeah, it will be more complicated and more complex, so I guarantee you won't be disappointed.
Very cool, very cool. One of the things that I really like about, or I like about video games in general, is the difficulty. In the beginning, when I first started the first game, it was just run. Run, run, run. Is that, can you speak to like the gameplay arc with this? Because it seems like he might start out like a badass, but am I wrong about that?
I can't tell you too much about that.
Okay.
The thing is that Aiden Caldwell is entering the city at the beginning of the game, almost at the beginning of the game. So he's not from the very beginning in the city, and he's not infected from the very beginning. So it probably covers some of the answers.
Okay, okay. Like I said, totally fine if you can't say stuff, but I have to ask these questions. The hard-hitting, journalistic questions. Co-op, question mark?
There will be co-op, so you can play entire campaign, entire story from the beginning till the very end with your friends. It's up to 4-player co-op like in the first game. Some of the new elements will be introduced very soon about the co-op and about the multiplayer elements of the game, but right now it's confirmation that the co-op is there.
Can I ask a couple questions about, you know, when you dropped a lot of the information around this sort of the city that is living and based off of your decisions, then, you know, is it the peacekeepers, like they could react differently to you or what is happening or saving a citizen, et cetera, et cetera. I'm curious if you can talk at all about how this new character Aiden now, and what arguably has to be an interesting thing within this world, to be infected and keeping that a secret, et cetera. Is that also going to be playing into like some of the decisions and how people or different organizations might be reacting to me in the game?
Yeah, it plays a pretty big role. One of the big pushes with Dying Light 2 was to sort of like really focus on choice and consequences. And like, you know, working on like RPG games in the past, it's really easy to do that with like human interactions.
Right, right.
But what's really impressed me about Dying Light 2 is the sheer amount of environmental reactivity that may occur as a result of your actions in the game. And really, when I saw the first few examples of it, I'm like, Adrian, you got to be freaking kidding me. He's like, no, wait, watch this. It's really empowering for a player.
Yeah, I mean, that is exciting overall too, because it means that when Zeke plays and I play and we start talking about it, it's like, well, no, wait a second, that didn't happen. It's like, well, I made these decisions, and to me as a player, that is also interesting because I tend to be like a good player on the side of like maybe chaotic good, but more good. And when you get put up with those even more difficult decisions and you don't know what effect that will have, like on the ripples on the world, that's super exciting to.
Yeah, one of the big goals is actually how the players sort of like discuss their experiences and how their gameplay has been different in each playthrough, and then share it online and talk with each other and share their experiences. That was also a big part of it.
Yeah. And when you talk, like you actually mentioned each playthrough, can you talk about like the replayability factor?
Yeah, you can finish the game without seeing 50% of the content even. So
really,
when you play again,
speedrunners, are you listening?
That's a challenge. So the cool thing is like when you're playing again, you know the consequences based on your previous choices. So now you can turn left, turn right, and play it differently, and the world will look different. So it's a super exciting motivation for playing this game again, especially if this is the action game, and a lot of choices have the tremendous influence into the game world. So the scale of the consequences is super high. Sometimes it's really like from movies, like disaster movies with 2012 or something like that.
Like apocalyptic
choices.
I like the sound of this.
So if you play it differently, you're gonna see different things. So it's very much connected with Dying Light.
Will we as players know the weight as we're making some of these decisions, or?
Yeah, actually, the way the choices are framed, it's always fair to the player to let them know what the stakes are. But then
sometimes, I guess.
Yeah, it kind of helps. But then, like, we dump a crap load of pressure on the player at the moment when they make the decision. So you know what the stakes are. You've got limited time to decide, and there are pluses and minuses to each one. But we want players to be able to make those difficult decisions, and then also be like see the results of those in the game world.
Awesome.
Yeah, but the thing is that we were working a lot on those choices to make sure that we won't lose the DNA of Dying Light 1. And it's for sure the action game. So this thinking aspect, what to pick, the A or B or C or D, it's not like in strategical game where you really need to think a lot. To think, oh, should I go left or should I go right? So it's much more like the action. So there's the time is there, like it limits you, but it's like you feel that you need to go A or B, and there's no point to go B for the player. So it's not like, you know, the strategical choice. Yeah. So we mostly focus on consequence rather than choice. Yeah.
Well, I'm super happy to hear you say that, because I've played a lot of like adventure games, action games, or whatever with a story, and it's always so frustrating when choices don't matter, you know. And I'm glad to hear you say like, shit will change if you make like these choices. I love that.
Dying Light 2, shit will change.
There you go.
You're welcome. Trademark. Pay me now. Pay me now. Check in the mail. Okay, cool. All right, so another really exciting aspect of playing the first one was the parkour. Can you tell us like any innovations, updates, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, we doubled the move of the parkour moves, so that's the one thing. So it's much more fluid when you just exploring to the city. We introduced last year the.
Well, I'm sorry. When you say double the move, what do you mean by that? Like the speed
animations
or the...
when you interact with environment.
Okay.
And we introduced last year something called the parkour puzzles. So there are certain puzzles, you know, where you really need to look at your stamina and measure it, find the road, find the place that you want to rest.
I love that.
And there's a lot of those kind of things. And in the demo we've created for the show, we also introduced something like improving your avatar. So it's not only about skills that you can unlock for having new moves or be more efficient in moving. You also have some